You point an AI agent at a network, hit enter, and walk away. It scans for open ports, fingerprints the services, digs up a matching exploit from a public database, fires it, and pops a shell. Then it checks whether that worked and moves to the next target. No human touches it after go. That's a research framework called VEXAiot, and across 260 runs it succeeded 95% of the time. VEXAiot. And before you unplug your cameras. This ran in a lab on machines built to be hacked. But what it proves is the part that should worry you. So what is it really? It's two coordinated agents driven by a large language model. The first is a detection agent. It runs nmap to scan the target, finds the exposed services, and looks them up in searchsploit, that's the exploit database, to find known vulnerabilities. The second is an execution agent. It picks the right exploit, runs it, and reports back. The detection agent validates the result and orchestrates the next move. Recon, match, exploit, check, repeat. A loop that used to need a human pentester, now running on its own. Now the honest asterisk, because this matters. VEXAiot did not invent new zero-day exploits, and it was not turned loose on real devices on the internet. It ran against IoT and Metasploitable, which are training environments deliberately built to be vulnerable. And the exploits it used were already known, pulled straight from a public database. So the breakthrough here isn't some new hacking superpower. The breakthrough is orchestration. Stitching the entire attack chain together, end to end, with zero human help. That's the thing that changed. And the numbers are why people are paying attention. Across 260 attack executions, 95% overall success. 94.5% on IoT GOAT, 96.7% on Metasploitable. Individual scenarios hit 100%. Most attacks finished in under 2 minutes at low token cost, across 10 scenarios mapped to the OWASP IoT top 10, the classic stuff. Default passwords, hard-coded credentials, exposed services. Fast, cheap, and it basically doesn't miss. And here's why this points straight at IoT specifically. Your cheap camera, your router, your smart plug. Constrained hardware, firmware that hasn't been updated in years, insecure defaults, and well-known bugs that never get patched. Which means the exploits are already public, and the targets never change. That's the ideal hunting ground for an automated agent. It doesn't need to be clever. It just needs to be relentless and cheap, and now it is both. So the threat was never that an AI would out-hack a human genius. The threat is scale. A human pentester works one box at a time and gets tired. You can spin up 1,000 of these agents, point them at millions of exposed devices, and let them grind day and night for the price of some API tokens. It lowers the skill floor to basically zero and removes the ceiling on scale at the same time. That's the shift. This is the same agent as attacker story we covered with the AWS breach, now aimed at the billions of insecure devices already sitting online. So what do you actually do about it? Nothing here is exotic, which is the point. Change default credentials because default passwords are the first thing it checks. Kill exposed services you don't need, especially old ones like Telnet. Put your IoT gear on its own network segment so one POP device isn't a door to everything. And shift your mental model. If an exploit for your device is public, you should now assume it can be found and fired automatically at scale for pennies. The bar for that just hit the floor. A lab result today is a script kiddies toolkit tomorrow. If you want the agent security world decoded before it shows up on your network, subscribe. New breakdowns every week. Go on, hit subscribe.